Who are you guys voting for mayor?
We've gotten too comfortable not trying new things. It may not work.
We should absolutely tax the rich.
They bribed me $10 million to drop out.
Do you think Zohran's the future of the Democratic Party?
I think so, yeah.
That's why I'm voting Mamdani, because I'm voting for the guy who gave me the Lamborghini.
Today, I'm here in New York City, and today we're going to be asking New Yorkers who they're going to be voting for in their mayoral election. This is potentially the most important mayoral election in history. Right now, you have candidates like Zohran Mamdani, who's a self-proclaimed Democrat socialist, whose ideas sound a bit more like a communist than they sound like a Democrat. Right now, he's running on things such as government around grocery stores, freezing the rent, defunding the police, giving free childcare, and free public transportation with the buses. And then you have Andrew Cuomo, who has quite the track record with a lot of things. And then you have Curtis Sliwa, who's a New Yorker through and through, who's started initiatives like the Guardian Angels to keep New York City safe. And so today we're going to be asking New Yorkers who they're going to be voting for. Right now, the lead is looking like Zohran Mamdani is going to win, but things might be shifting. So today we're going to be asking people who they're going to be voting for. And today we're going to be going from Wall Street all the way up to the Bronx, covering all of New York City, asking people who they're going to be voting for to get a real idea who's going to potentially win and what people have to say. Here we go. Who are you going to be voting for?
I'm not going to be voting for Mamdani.
And why not Mamdani?
Nobody ever heard of him since a couple of months ago. I never heard of him.
What do you think it says about people like Bernie Sanders, AOC, even the governor here is all backing Mamdani right now?
I don't get it. I think it's a scam to New Yorkers.
And who are you going to be voting for?
I'm going to vote Republican.
Who are you going to be voting for?
Cuomo.
And why Cuomo?
Well, he was a good governor, regardless of some things people were saying about the nursing homes and the sexual harassment claims. They were disproved.
And are you worried if Mamdani wins?
Concerned. Some of the things he's saying are terrifying. To defund the police is the wrong way to go. Mm-hmm. It's going backwards. We don't want that.
And ma'am, who are you going to be voting for?
Zohran.
And why Zohran?
Yeah, that's it. No Cuomo, nobody else. Zohran.
Yeah, what makes you want to vote for Zohran?
He's young, is progressive, is for the community.
We're inside the financial capital of the world, New York City. Who are you going to be voting for the mayoral election?
Definitely not Mamdani.
And why not Mamdani?
I just go against his ideas, communal markets, and just against everything he goes against, everything he follows through,
You don't want a free government-run grocery store?
No, definitely not.
A lot of his ideas sound very socialist, very communist-like. Has it ever been proven to work in any major country?
Yeah, definitely not. You see Soviet Union crashed in the 1900s. You see Cuba, horrible place to live at. You see Venezuela. Venezuela is a horrible place right now.
Who are you guys going to be voting for?
I'm not going to lie. Don't vote for Mamdani, gang. Just be honest. Don't do that. Feel me? If you want to do Curtis, bro. Curtis, because you feel me?
I definitely agree with him on the terms because of the way conditions are going right now, especially with like the shit with EBT. Like if everybody knows right now, none of us have food stamps this month. And this is taken away from a lot of families, so you get what I'm saying? And this is moving everything around.
So should less people rely on the government?
Yes.
Yeah. Just don't vote for Mamdani, bro. Like,
exactly.
Because he's trying to take away the cops and stuff from me, because without cops, I'm not going to lie, I know they jerk sometimes, but they're doing their job. Feel me?
Who are you voting for mayor?
Mamdani.
And why Mamdani?
Why not?
Is there anything that gets you super excited about voting for Mamdani?
I just think he's a really cool person, and I think he'll put New York City back on the map. And he is trying to do the right thing.
Do you think people should rely less or more on the government?
Oh, more. That's what it's there for. Otherwise, why have a government? I mean, to fill people's pockets.
Who are you going to be voting for the mayoral election?
Cuomo.
Why Cuomo?
I think you have more experience and know the government system there.
Yeah, and I can tell you're a rich man right here. Would you be excited to pay an extra 2% on your taxes if Mamdani wins?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
No, personally for me, it doesn't matter.
Because you already have enough money. Who are you guys voting for mayor?
For mayor?
Yeah.
We go for Mamdani.
Really? And why do you guys want to vote for Mamdani?
He loves Jews.
And how's he shown that he loves Jews?
Because he's our brother. He's Arab with Jews. He was the same father.
And in what ways has Mamdani shows he loves Jews?
I didn't say that. He said that. I don't know. I didn't pay attention yet. I don't know yet what I'm going to do.
And who are you going to vote for?
I don't know yet. I voted for Cuomo in the primaries, but I don't know what I'm going to do now.
And while we were down by the financial district, somebody said Curtis Sliwa is doing a press conference down here by Staten Island Fairly. He is one of the mayoral candidates here. We're going to try and do an interview with him right now. Really quick, Curtis, what's your elevator pitch to New Yorkers why they should vote for you?
Well, as you can see, I came out of the subways. I'm taking the ferry. I'm the mass transit mayor. That's the one thing that unites us, most New Yorkers. Take the subways, the buses, the express buses, the speed ferries, or in this case, the Staten Island ferry every day. 6 million. I have a bond with them. Zohran Mamdani occasionally, and Andrew Cuomo never, because he's too busy up in the suites with his billionaire friends. So I'm the working class mayor, and I represent their interests, even if they're not supporting me.
And a lot of people have wondered why hasn't Curtis dropped out, but why haven't you dropped out if people are worried if Mamdani's going to win because you're going to split the vote and whatnot? But you're a Republican, and Cuomo lost to Mamdani. Why won't you drop out?
Well, decisively, and by the way, they bribed me $10 million to drop out, and I said, oh no, it's not only unethical, that's illegal. So then they couldn't bribe me, so then they threatened to kill me and my wife. Now I have, for the first time in my life, armed security. After the Gottis and Gambino shot me with 5 hollow point bullets and I recovered in 1992, I never had armed security. Now I have to have armed security. So they think these billionaires, these insiders and influencers, they think they're going to pick the next mayor. Guess what? I trust the people. The people vote. That's what democracy is about. One person, one vote. And we'll see who they pick on November 4th, and I believe it'll be me.
Who are you guys going to vote for mayor?
I already did.
Who'd you
I
vote
did
for?
that last Saturday. I vote for, what's his name? Mamdani.
And how come Mamdani?
Because I figure we're done with Goombas, you know? We don't need any more of them. And that's all the other choice was.
And who are you voting for mayor?
Sliwa! Curtis! My son took a bullet for New York. What the f***? He actually got shot. Like, I never got shot up, but I could relate. Like, he's gritty, you know what I'm saying? Mamdani, he's like, I don't know, he's like slow, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I don't think he get no bitches, to be honest with you.
And so you'd vote for Sliwa?
100%. I'd take Cuomo over what's his name, Zohran? I would take Cuomo over him. You could even throw Eric Adams back in the mix for all that.
And Zohran Mamdani says he's a Democrat socialist, but his ideas like government-ran grocery stores, free buses, free childcare.
The buses was free anyway. Anybody, that's how you know he not from New York. If you from New York, MTA is free. We do not pay for no MTA. We jump in turnstiles, we get it on the bus, back door, front door, it don't matter. So I don't know what the f*** he talking about. It's free. That shit been free.
So would that make him a communist in your eyes with all that free stuff, wanting giving away free bus rides, government-ran grocery
makes
stores?
him a fucking idiot. The shit he's talking about we do anyway under any policy. That's not some monumental change. This shit been free. Anybody who's from New York knows MTA is free. We do not pay for MTA. What is it? $2.75 now? No, it's 0.0.
So that just proves that he's not a real New Yorker?
He don't know what the f***? Everybody in New York knows MTA is free. And he think he doing something. That's common knowledge. If you vote for him, and that's one of the reasons motherfuckers is voting for him, then you should be banned from New York. Like, you're just not sturdy here. That shit, nah. Curtis Sliwa knows, if you ask him, like maybe for the cameras, he won't say that because, you know, he got a job to do. He trying to win. But New Yorker to New Yorker, he's going to tell you, yeah, that shit free. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I know that shit free. He done hopped that shit before. Like, come on, everybody done hopped that shit.
And now we're here by NYU. We're going to go ask the scholars here at NYU what they have to say and who they're going to be voting for the mayoral election. But really quick, before we go to NYU, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video, Opus Clip. And what used to be just an AI clipper has now become the most powerful AI growth tool for creators. Over 10 million creators and businesses have started using Opus, and it's helped generate over 60 billion views. And with Opus, it's super simple. All you do is you upload a video or a YouTube link into Opus, and it'll come up with tons of viral shorts or clips for you to then post, and it will do all the work for you, from editing to scheduling to posting. Opus will do it all. It's essentially like having a full-time editor and a social media manager for a fraction of the cost. And with Opus, you're gonna get their new AI editor 3.0 that comes with smarter auto framing, better virality scoring, and new captions. And if you're wondering how hard it is to use Opus, it is so easy, my mom can even use it.
If I can use it, believe me, you can use it.
I promise you guys, Opus is that simple. And for you guys watching this video, Opus is gonna hook you guys up with a sweet deal. You'll get 1 week free and 3 months at 50% off. All you have to do is use code Nick Shirley and go to the link in the description or in the pinned comment down below. I promise you guys, Opus is a game changer. And now let's go talk to the scholars here at NYU, see what they have to say about who they're gonna be voting for the mayoral election. So you're a scholar here at NYU?
I am.
And who are you voting for mayor?
Oh, for mayor? Mamdani.
And why Mamdani?
We've gotten too comfortable not trying new things. It may not work, but we can say that we've tried, and I think I like his proposals and his ideas. This isn't the first time we've not elected somebody with a political history, a legislative history, and it won't be the last, so why not try it out?
You say why not try it out? What's your favorite thing that you're excited to try out?
I think some of his proposals around rent and housing. I'm studying at the law school, and I did a clinic on tenants' rights and eviction. I think affordable housing is a really big issue.
Are you a scholar here at NYU?
Yeah.
And who are you voting for?
I think I'm gonna vote for Zohran. Yeah.
Why do you think so many young people are voting for Zohran?
I feel like he's the only one that's like coming up with like plans that young people have been like plans to help how the situation is in New York right now for young people. It's so expensive to live here, to even afford like to eat.
You got some matcha in your hand right here.
Oh yeah.
How much money do you spend on matcha here a day?
Almost $10, literally.
And with all these changes Zohran wants to make, who's going to bring in the money? Are you going to pay more in taxes, or would you like to pay more in taxes, or would you be happy about more of your money going, or do you think we should just tax the rich extra more?
We should absolutely tax the rich. They need to pay their dues for what they have done to the working class communities and people. They should be the ones paying for majority of stuff. I am a student. I don't have like a full-time job, so I will not be paying taxes.
So we should just let other people pay our taxes?
I did not say that. I think everyone should, I guess, share their way of their taxes, but I believe the rich have gotten away with way too much, and it's time that they get taken down a few pegs. And that means if they got to pay more taxes, they should.
And what are you studying here?
I would love to be taxed. If I ever become rich enough, I would like to I will not ever want to become a billionaire. I'll make sure that I give my money to somewhere so I always stay in at least a millionaire mark if I become rich. And I would love to be taxed because I feel like, you know, if you're making money, this country is structured on the use of labor and hard labor from other unskilled individuals. If you're making money to that like you're benefiting off of that, I feel like you should pay your due a lot.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I'm voting for Cuomo.
And what makes you want to vote for Cuomo?
I do like Sliwa, but I think Cuomo is the best bet to kind of beat Mamdani, so that's what I'm going with. I think that's what's best for New York.
So now is it just more for who's going to beat Mamdani?
Yes, absolutely.
And do you think Curtis is splitting the vote?
Yeah, I saw he had like 10% of the vote, and I think that's kind of all Cuomo needed to close the distance. So, you know, I'll do whatever it takes to kind of beat Mamdani.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I am voting Mamdani.
And why?
Because he's the most obvious choice.
What makes him an obvious choice for you?
It's just like, I'm trying to think. This reminds me of a certain comedy sketch where the comedian was like, we could either vote in one guy and he's gonna give everybody free houses, free rent, and he's gonna give everybody a Lamborghini, or we could vote in somebody who's gonna burn down the city. That's why I'm voting Mamdani, because I'm voting for the guy who give me the Lamborghini.
Yeah, so you think Mamdani's like just gonna give you guys everything?
Not everything. I'm saying it's the most obvious choice.
You think somebody like Curtis Sliwa or Cuomo is gonna burn down the city?
Curtis Sliwa, I'm not saying they're gonna burn down the city. It's just a hyperbolic analogy.
What do you think is going to happen with government-run grocery stores and free buses? Do you think that sounds like a good idea?
That does sound like a good idea.
And freezing the rent?
That does sound like a good idea.
What if they have to freeze the rent to the point where eventually then the landlord's not able to come in and fix the washer and make profit on his own lease?
That's their problem.
Who are you going to vote for mayor?
Ooh. Probably Cuomo.
And you as a woman, would you feel safe having a social worker come and calm down and de-escalate the situation, or would you rather have NYPD?
I'd rather have NYPD. They know what they're doing. I don't believe in defunding the police. I think that's going to cause more issues in the long run.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I like Cuomo, but I think Mamdani might be pulling the lead a little bit with me.
And what makes him pull the lead for you?
I like his young energy. You know what I mean? He's bringing new energy to the field, and we need that now, you know what I'm saying, in New York.
Do you think Mamdani's the future of the Democratic Party?
I mean, I hope so. I hope so. We got to start getting, new energy, new people, and, just make it an even field with the Republicans so we could fight back,
What's your favorite example of socialism that's worked?
I don't have a big example of it, of socialism.
Like between Venezuela, Cuba, Soviet Union, what's your favorite one?
Man, you put me on the spot. I'm gonna have to go Cuba. I'm gonna have to go Cuba. Yeah. Let's go there. It's just so complicated for me. I got so much information in my head, but I'm gonna go with that.
Do you like the idea of defunding NYPD?
Nah, I don't think we should defund the cops. I think we should just regulate a lot of things, get more mental health people on the streets, things like that. Instead of having defund the cops, we kind of need them, having them more around, more
So
presence.
like Cuomo and Sliwa, they want to add more police to the city. Do you think that'd be a good idea?
Yeah, I think you could add more cops. We all, especially giving them jobs and money, we all need jobs and money, right? So, add more cops, get more stuff, protecting in the streets, make people feel safe, like you said.
Would you rather have a social worker come to a robbery or a police officer?
I'd rather have a police officer, but I would rather have a social worker come to a domestic dispute.
And with Mamdani potentially winning this race, 100%. What kind of responsibility do you think that is of a man who's in his 30s to run the biggest city in the world, the financial capital of the world?
So many people ask me this question. I think it's going to be such a test. I think this is going to be the biggest test. Not only is he going to have to go against Trump and all the stuff, the threats that Trump is making, not only is he going to have to try to keep the promises that he made, that's not really easy, especially with the rent and stuff like that. But I think this is going to be the biggest test. And if he can move the way we want him to move, I think it's just going to be the future. I think this is the way to go.
And who are you voting for?
Sliwa, definitely. I'm a Staten Islander, conservative. He's from New York. I trust Sliwa to take control of what's going on in the city right now. I work in the city, so I see a lot of the madness. So hopefully, he gets elected and cleans up the city a little bit.
And does it worry you that Mamdani is winning the polls right now? Everything's showing that he's going to win.
I mean, the polls are fake, though. I mean, who are they interviewing? I haven't been interviewed. I don't know anybody who's been interviewed. They try to do the same thing with Trump and Hillary. So I think it's just trying to scare people to, not vote and just say, oh, he won. So people who actually would vote for Sliwa are going to be like, oh, he's not going to win, so why am I going to go bother to vote? So I think everyone just votes and sticks to the plan, and hopefully it turns out in our favor.
You're a New Yorker. Were you living here during 9/11?
Yes.
What did you think about Mamdani's press conference when he talked about his aunt, who actually turned out not to be his aunt, that she was the victim of 9/11, not being able to wear her hijab here on the subway?
It's embarrassing because people are still suffering from 9/11, and I don't see him sympathizing with the people who actually are still suffering from 9/11. So I don't know. He's just rambling. He's just looking for sympathy because he's a rapper, actor, and a trust fund baby. So that's it. I don't believe anything he's saying. It's all bullshit.
Who are you voting for?
Mamdani.
And why Mamdani?
Because he's a good person. I mean, he has politics I align with. I don't know.
And what do you think is going to happen in New York City if he does win?
Probably not too much, honestly. Probably stay pretty much the same.
Do any of his policies concern you? For instance, maybe defunding the police or not supporting them as much as the other candidates like Sliwa or Cuomo?
Nah, I support that.
Really? Would you like the NYPD to be defunded?
Yeah.
Who are you guys voting for mayor?
Already voted for Mamdani.
And why did you guys vote for Mamdani?
A lot of different reasons.
And
what I think is best for New York.
And what were some of those reasons other than he's best for New York?
I believe in socialism.
Really? And what's your favorite example of socialism that's worked?
That's worked? I like Bernie.
What do you think about his policies such as defunding the police? Do you think the NYPD should be defunded?
Yeah, I do.
And if someone's robbing your house, who do you want to call?
I'd call the police if someone's robbing my house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I don't think the police should have no funding.
Yeah.
But I think that there should be a lot less funding for the police.
Jan, you've been here on the channel before. Who are you voting for mayor?
It doesn't matter who you want to be mayor. You vote for who you don't want to be mayor. And you do not want Zohran Mamdani, whatever his name is, to be anywhere close to that office. There are easily 3 distinct reasons, but really more, that you do not want that. And people don't understand what it's like to elect a Muslim socialist until they elect a Muslim socialist. You could ask our friends in London, how many years has Sadiq Khan been mayor there? How's that going?
What do you think will happen in New York City if Zohran does win?
You know, there'll be a few immediate things. One, if you're Jewish or Christian, you're going to feel extremely unsafe. You're going to be looking at a lot of these sort of Muslim street and Antifa style element behaving like complete animals because they no longer have any limitations. The police are on their side, right? Second of all, you're going to see tremendous crime. Those same liberal white girls that are probably going to be why Mamdani wins, if he does, are going to be the first on the chopping block. And it's going to be awfully satisfying, grimly so, when they're the ones getting sexually harassed in the subway, because guess what? They're the first in line. Because there's no one protecting them, and they're gonna wonder about their vote at that point. But of course, by then,
Why do you say awfully satisfying?
Huh?
Why do you say awfully satisfying?
Because there is something deeply satisfying about someone facing the unintended consequences of their actions. I don't find it satisfying because I like it; it's horrendous. But the fact that they actively voted for this while claiming people like myself and yourself are racist, are fascist, are Nazis. Let's see if they think that way still when they're getting sexually assaulted by some guy who should either be in prison or mental asylum. Cuomo's not great. I never thought in a million years I would advocate for Cuomo. He killed all those people with the nursing homes. He was just kind of just a long time. His dad, I think, was, if I recall correctly, was governor. Like, he's a long time political hack. But I'll take a political Democrat hack over a Muslim socialist.
Who are you voting for the mayoral election?
Zohran.
And why Zohran?
Because I like his policies. Simple as that. I think Cuomo doesn't have the city's best interest in mind. Doesn't even really live here and hasn't for a while. He seems just to be running because he's a disgraced governor, former governor.
Should billionaires exist?
I don't think so, no.
And does any of his policies concern you, or what makes you so excited about some of his policies, like freezing the rent, government rent grocery stores, defunding the police, taxing the rich an extra 2%?
Yeah, I think a lot of the policies, if taken at face value, there can be bad implementations of them. Zohran, if he gets elected, which hopefully he will, there should be nuance to the policy when it's implemented, like rent control and rent freeze at face value. There could be bad implications of that, like apartments that have rent control not being renovated and not renting out.
Does it worry you at all that he's very young and he hasn't really had many jobs outside of being an assemblyman? He was a rapper. His parents are millionaires from the country he's from. Does any of that concern you about what he's saying as far as some of those things may not actually align with his personal life as far as his family being rich?
Yeah, that is a valid concern and is a concern I have. That's why we'll see how it goes. I do think he's a better option than Andrew Cuomo and the Republican candidate. But yeah, he does have his flaws, but I do think he's a far better option.
And now we've made it out here to the Bronx to ask people who they're going to be voting for the mayoral election. Let's see what the people here have to say. Who are you going to be voting for mayor?
Whoever changes the laws.
Who do you think is going to change the laws between Curtis Sliwa, Cuomo, and Mamdani?
Mamdani.
And why do you want the laws to get changed?
So they can help us young black people.
Who are you voting for mayor?
I'm voting for none of them. They're all corrupted.
Would you vote for any of them?
No, would I? No, I won't.
And what do you think about Cuomo?
Cuomo, they are corrupted.
What about Zohran Mamdani?
They all have a history of betrayal and lies.
What about Curtis Sliwa?
Curtis Sliwa? I don't know. I had to think about that one.
Is he a good guy?
We are good.
Do you think his actions speak louder than his words as far as what he's done for New York City for the past few years with guardian angels and stuff like that?
I would say so, but I'm not sure.
Who are you voting for mayor?
For mayor, I'm voting for his name is Adlami. What's his name?
Mommy or?
The Arabian one.
Yeah, Zohran Mamdani?
Yeah, him.
Who are you voting for mayor?
Oh, Zohran.
And who are you going to vote for?
Cuomo.
And your daughter wants to vote for Mamdani.
I don't know. I vote for Cuomo.
The older generation tends to go for Cuomo because they feel like he's more experienced, whatever. I just think that the millennials and Gen Z need to take over now. All the old people, boomers and all, they gotta go. Let the new generations take over for office now.
And who are you gonna vote for mayor?
If anything, I would vote for Cuomo
his name.
And what makes you want to vote for Cuomo?
Well, because he was our governor at one point, and he never did bad.
I don't know, but I'll get back to you on that one. All right. I love you guys. You look great.